Hey all, so what I'm going to be doing in this video is looking at the attacking players feature to start with. After I've done that, I will be looking a bit at mana stones. You can see here some of the mana stones that I have and have already socketed. Then finally I will go on to Endless Journey just to talk a bit about this since it's a new feature of the game. So to start with, attacking players. It is kind of explained here, but it is very, very restrictive on how it actually works. This is basically a rough explanation of what this does. The main thing to note about this is you can't attack players that have already been defeated. You can't attack players that are too low level. So in order to actually attack another player, you have to right click on them. If you left click like this, it just brings up the player. Now this is a quick account I made up earlier just so I'm not actually attacking another player. It is kind of a mean feature, but you can only attack players once per day. Once they've died once, they can't get attacked again. You can also pretty much attack players in all of the areas apart from Dawn City. So the little new account I made is too low level for me to actually attack. If I right click here, you'll see target level too low. On most other players as well, you'll either be able to attack or you get some sort of message saying the Celestial is protecting the player because they've already been killed today. It is very restrictive, unfortunately. It's quite an interesting feature though. You can annoy other players with this feature quite easily. And if you look here, you gain 25 sins every time you attack a player and win the battle. With 100 sins, you will become wanted. Now that's quite interesting. You don't very often see this, but if you go onto the bounty page here, if someone has over 100 sins, then they appear here. It rarely happens though, and even rarer is the 200 sins. You will be punished by the Celestial. Now what that means, as far as I know, is that you go to some sort of jail and you can't play again for a while. I've never had that happen to me. I've only seen that happen to one player on the server, so I don't know too much about that. But yeah, that's what happens as far as I know. Mining and killing monsters can reduce your sins, so you can just click the mining spot like so if you have been attacking players. So should you be attacking other players or not? Well, you can get a maximum of 1 million gold from attacking, but you may find other players come after you as well, so do be careful if you are going to mess around with this feature. The best thing to do if you are worried about being attacked is just keep your gold as low as possible. You can see here, my gold is under 20,000. If someone attacks me, they get around 10% I think, to a maximum of 1 million. So it's nothing too bad to worry about. And once you've been attacked once, you won't be able to be attacked again until server reset. Now let's talk a little bit about mana stones. They are in the skills page like so. You can fill all the sockets with mana stones if you want to do so, but I recommend being quite careful here. If you double click on one of these, the only way to remove it is with amethysts currently, so yeah, you do want to be a bit careful. You can fill up all the slots, but you might be spending a lot of amethysts later on to remove all of the stones. I will go ahead and enhance a higher level stone while I'm here. Use some of my smaller stones. That's pretty easy to do. I think that's probably the best thing to be doing at this point. Level up your bigger stones for now. You don't want to be spending a lot of amethysts later on to remove all your stones. But yeah, it's quite a difficult feature currently, and hopefully they will add the pliers in some other way to obtain so free-to-play players can get them. So I'll just quickly bring up the item on the shop while I'm here. The mana stone pliers you can see here. Remove mana stones from mana vessel. 100 amethysts a time though. Not currently available anywhere else, as you can see here. Do be careful and sock it at your own risk. So you might be wondering how to obtain the mana stones. One way is from the Colosseum shop. You can get the cores here and just the regular stones here. They are quite expensive, plus there's quite a few other items you probably want from here. So maybe not that much of a good idea to spend on the Colosseum shop, but that's entirely up to you. You can also obtain them from the Apex wheel. If I double click here, I'll just use up this last drawer. There we go, let's spin this. Then I will refresh the wheel. There we go. There's a random mana stone chest here that can be obtained if I get lucky. There's quite a few other items as well. Some of these items never normally come up, but I'm just having a quick look at them while I'm here. I've never seen that item here, Page from Celestial Codex, come up. Must be an incredibly rare item. But there we go. That's a few ways you can obtain mana stones. Now finally, let's go on the Endless Journey page. You can see here it does only go up to chapter 9. You click on these, then you either get a battle or you just get the items automatically. There's also a chest I can claim here, so I might as well go ahead and do that while I'm here. There's also this Wraith info page. You can see here you can use those items to buy from here. What they're called is Wraith Fire. Now I recommend going for the top one. You can see here you get the most of those shards. I'm not sure if the summon rate is accurate or not. The lower ones seem to be higher, but not 100% sure what that means. But yeah, I think the best thing to do is just click this one and see what happens when you have enough of the Wraith Fire. So I will go ahead and do this and see if I get anything good or not. Here we go. Wraith summoned. There we go. It worked. Nice. So that's actually my first Wraith. I'm not quite sure what these do yet. Oh, it brings up a battle. Okay. So this could take quite a long time. 300 health bars. But yeah, that's what happens if you summon a Wraith. It brings up a boss like this. So let's skip ahead a bit until I have hopefully defeated this. Okay, so I'm not actually sure if I'm going to win this battle. My health is quite low, but the boss is going down quite rapidly as well. This will be a close battle. Let's see what happens anyway. This skill here, Demonic Slash, is really useful though. You can see the health there. Doesn't represent the health bars at the top of the screen, but yeah, I'm almost there. I am very, very close to winning this. If I had a better pet equipped, I think I'd win. I've got a weaker pet though. Just looking at the enemy skills at the top of the screen. I think we're just about going to do this. It's tight though. There we go, we've managed it. So yeah, that's what happens if you summon a Wraith. You get a boss battle, and if you win, you get a few items. Not that easy though, so be prepared. So we'll just go back over to here. I will try the lower summon as well. I've never had one of these appear until this point. I have tried the lower one here though, and it didn't come up, so let's give it a go. Oh, it's appeared, nice. Shall I fight this one as well? I might as well. This one will be a lot easier to defeat. You can see here the health is a lot lower on the boss, so this shouldn't be a problem. I summoned the hardest one, which was maybe not the most sensible idea for my first time attempting this, but it is what it is, I guess. This Manticore, though, should be defeated pretty quickly. And there we go. I've gained a few more items from that as well. So I might as well go ahead and use the Sacred Mark. I did make one earlier. Double click on this when you have 100 shards to make the actual mark. There we go. Nice. So I might as well go and equip that sacred mark on one of my relics while I'm here. I've not done too much with this feature. Okay, that just replaced the one I already had equipped, which doesn't really do anything since they're both exactly the same. I don't have enough of the sacred mark essence. You saw though, you got that from the rewards. I'll just go back onto here so you all know how to get that item. From the chests here, basically. There we go, the sacred mark essence. Let's go back onto this. I think I'll equip it on the helm of invisibility. There we go, that gives me a little bit more battle rating. And I think that about concludes this video. I hope that was interesting and helpful. Quite a few features covered in this video. Hopefully none of them are too complicated. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist, plus you can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.